Welcome back to yet another TapDaddyBeats stream. Guys, today we are just making beats in Ableton Live. It's gonna be a good stream, I think. Been preparing all morning, getting new samples and fun stuff. Real quick though, I want to show you guys. This is a new EP that I just dropped. It's called Dragonfly. Oh man, I'm glad that this came out. You know, a lot of you guys know I recently got a bunch of Arturia synths. I got the V11 series, which came with all sorts of synthesizers. And I made like a shitload of tracks. I made like 5 beats within 24 hours. And this is just like my favorite 2 that I got when I was messing with everything. So, if you are trying to find the music, I am TapDaddy on all platforms. Go save Dragonfly, go check it out. I think you guys will like it. It's a vibe. Oh man, alright, gotta get some coffee and then we're gonna dive right into it. Okay, so boy, there was some good samples that I got today. Let's pause this. You guys know where to find me. And let's dive into Ableton Live. All right. Let me just make sure I got all my screens up and all of that jazz. Here we go. Okay. Get everything situated before we get our hands dirty. Okay. All right. And I think we are ready. Ready to commence. All right, so let's dive in with our first track. I want to sift through some of these samples. There was one sample that I was just gathering a bunch of piano material this morning. There was one that really stuck out to me that I kind of want to go back and find. What was it? It was, I got a bunch of stuff from this SLS sample pack. Was it SLS? It was something, I tell you. I tell you what. Let's see. Was it this guy? No, it's electric piano. Was it Sound Doctrine? It was like something night something. That narrows it down, doesn't it? I mean, these are some cool vibey, like textured chords. I could always just look right here. What was it? Night Service. Sound Doctrine. That's what we're looking in. Sound Doctrine, Night Service. This was a cool one, I think. Oh, I don't think your screen is updating. Oh shit! Thank you. Let me see if I can do something. Let's see. Maybe if I switch cameras real quick, does that switch for you guys? It looks good on my end, but I don't trust it. How did I fix this last time? I think we had an issue like this last time. Now I'm switching back. Let me see. Should I just like stop stream, start it again? Let me go look on my channel real quick. Verify that the screen is frozen. Oh, wait, the screen itself. I see. So, yeah, because I'm not in full Ableton mode. That's weird. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I remember how I fixed this last time. I just add a new screen. I delete my screen and then I add a new screen. Let's try that. Delete screen capture, add screen capture. Okay. And oops. Let's change which this guy. There we go. Okay. And now I gotta get my camera back up there. Okay. I think we should be good. All right. Cool. Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Tap. Okay. So I believe this should be good. Oh, I hear I'm doubled. There we go. Okay, the volume should now be fixed as well. Cool. All right. Thank you for bearing with me here. Okay. So, I believe we should be good. Yep. I figured that out. Thank you. All right. Already getting into it with the technical difficulties. Let's get back in. There was this sample that we were checking out. Nightlife. I feel like this with some kind of driven drums. We did one last week kind of in this vein where we had this drum break with a lot of syncopation in it. And I think that might be the vibe. Okay. All right, so let's dive in with our drums. Gosh, I need something with a nice secondary snare. There's this kit that I've been using so much lately, but I mean, it's so good. It is like really, really good. Here, let me just make sure that my screens are all up. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm thinking, which one do we want? See, this is like the right, this is the right drums for this kind of track. I think we are going to go kind of high BPM. And we might kind of do most of this in the grid. Let's just turn on this metronome and let's kind of fly through this. Where do I want my snares at? Something like that. And we'll get this all straightened out. We're gonna actually dress in a lot of this by hand, and you guys will see why. We want this to be really tight, so it really doesn't make sense for us to lay down like too much by hand. So let's see. And let's just make sure that all of these are... Okay, I like that little variation in dynamics there. Might just go ahead and quantize all of this. I know it sounds counterintuitive for like boom bap, but trust me, this is going to be the call for a tight drum break. Okay. Now let's get some hi-hats going. Let's see. I think we're gonna be like hitting on the downbeats this guy, and then this guy on the others. How does this sound though? Boy, this is going to be kind of a tricky one to really get the syncopation right. Let me get you guys back on the screen. What's up, Mammy? How you doing? It's good to see you. Oh boy, you got here just in time to watch me eat shit at this drum break. I think like if we kind of vary these dynamics, maybe this doesn't need to be so on the grid. Let's just get this all in place, and then we'll kind of play around with what feels natural and what doesn't. Okay. And then we're going to come in with our secondary snares, and this will be kind of cool. But yeah, Mammy says, I'm okay. Recovering from surgery. Oh, man, I hope everything went well. Eating tortillas my mom made. Ooh, nice. Homemade tortillas. We've been trying our hand at homemade tortillas. Really, my wife has. Trying to figure it out slowly but surely. But damn, I wish you a speedy recovery. And I hope this stream helps you pass the time, you know? But man, hey, congratulations post-surgery. Let's go. I don't know if that's something you congratulate people on, but I'm congratulating you. Let's get this all the way through. Now that we dress in some of these drums, that's starting to sound kind of natural. Okay, and then this is where I think like maybe we hit like a really quiet guy and a really loud guy. There we go. But yeah, she says, thanks. It was another knee surgery, but it's all good. Oh, wow. Gotcha. Boy, not going to lie, that does not sound fun at all. But I hope everything went well, and I hope you're, at least relaxing and recovering, you know? But yeah, sounding cool. Hell yeah, thank you. I think this is gonna really come together once we like get this piano sample on here. This is, like I was saying, like this is the right kind of drums for this sort of like piano progression. So let's like ooh, yeah, and then let's get another one of these. Let's just like bring this down over here. And let's see what this sounds like with some piano on it. Let's see. So this is the guy, and I don't think I want to chop it, but we might pitch it. See, I think we want this to be double timed. So then we're gonna, oops, let's go. All right, so this was 145, and we want to half that basically. So half of 145, that's gonna be 72.5. Let's just set it to 72.5, see if we hit it. 72.5. Actually, no, I think we want it the other way. Because this is a little bit too much, right? Too fast. Ooh, hearing that drop out kind of gave me some ideas. Let's try it back the other way. Okay, it was at 145 initially. We could increase the BPM here and go more towards like 130. That might be kind of the vibe. I'm kind of thinking like, let's pitch this down a little bit. Maybe the answer is up. Woo! Okay. And I think like, here's what I'm planning on doing. We're gonna like bring this over. And we're gonna drop out these guys. Little hop, you know? Oh man. Okay, and then this is where we're going to get a little bit more tricky with our, kind of do one of these things that we did over here, but we should maybe go even extra with it. Boom. And it's gonna, yeah, okay. Okay, so we're going to go like, we're going to take this guy, boom, and boom. What if we even subdivide it even further? Would it start to sound kind of like a roll? Ooh. That's cool. All right. This is where we're going to use our main snare to introduce even more syncopations here. Okay. And this guy won't be as loud. Oh, yeah. That's good. Let's bring it back to the midsection. Gosh, do I have like a good like crash cymbal or something? I'll have to think about that. Not quite. What do I got here? This could be a fun one. But we'd have to delay out this part. This is gonna start making this sound like a Super Mario level. What would we want to do with that? Although that's probably not the point where we want to do that. Yeah, it's not going to be the vibe, but this is a subtle enough one. We need like a really big reverb on this super plate. And you know what we might do is we might reverse some of these crash cymbals to create some risers and kind of layer the cymbals a little bit. But this guy gets big reverb in the meantime. He's a big guy. Okay. Okay, going back through. But on a track like this, I've got like a billion ideas that I want to do with this. And I feel like the way to really get there is like, I just got to lock in and move fast. And I don't know. I feel like if you kind of don't dwell on your beats, you'd be surprised how much you can do in like a little amount of time, right? See, that's like a really clean guy. Let's unwarp this guy. Same with this guy. This guy needs to be unwarped. There we go. We're going to put this guy over here. We're going to, just for simplicity's sake, we're going to make him even like that. We're going to say, you come over here. And we're going to press reverse. And we'll see how that lines up. We might make them touch tips even more. So this guy's going to be a little bit quieter on the... These guys are both going to come down a little bit. -4, -2. Might actually start applying reverb to both of these combined. We might remove the reverb from the other guy. This might feel better once we have all of this grouped in together. But for now, I think this will do. I want to start getting into more instrumentation. So let's do that. Oops, not another audio track. We want a MIDI track. I think we're going to just start playing around with some synthesizers and stuff. Arturia. What do we want to play with here? Maybe something in the Gen 6. Let's see, do I have liked ones in here? Nah, it's okay. It's kind of an interesting one. Exactly what I want with this. Let's just start there. Small incremental details. What are some of the likes? I've been making a point to like presets that I've been enjoying. But for some reason, it's only showing me a handful. What? I know I've liked more than this. Well, what are these? Oh, yeah. This would be a good one. Oh, dude, this makes me so happy. What the fuck is this song? We gotta do something with this synth. I just want to really lock in what, like, something magnificent, though. You know, let's not settle for mediocre. Oh, man. Getting some good ideas here. Let it come back around. I kind of had an idea there. Trying to play beyond my limits. I don't know. Not that great at it. So, but I liked kind of doubling up on that walk down. That was cool. So like, So, like, I'm pretty sold on this. Not so sold on this. Let's fix it. I don't know. And, you know, we could even just, like, completely get rid of this guy and kind of come up on a little trill over here that I'm kind of thinking like an ARP, like a walk up. Like, what if that just kept going? Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Let's make this tight. And I'm kind of curious what that's gonna do. This is an accidental. We're gonna put it onto an intentional note and just see if it like ducks it in an interesting way. Since, you know, this synth lead, it's monophonic, it's not polyphonic. I think that's the right word. I don't fucking know, dude. Woo! All right. Alright, and we need like... we need some more concrete elements, and I'm kind of thinking a vibraphone in here could really complement the sort of jazziness of the piano. Like, I don't want it to be all synthesizer, but some of these synth elements are really making this super grand. So we'll just keep rocking with this. But let's kind of bring it back to something more concrete, more tangible. Jesus, that's loud. I forgot. I gotta bring this guy down like a lot before we can use him. Like minus 20 decibels. Much better. get some trumpet in here. Dude, I'm so stoked on this track. What the fuck did I stumble into today? Oh my god. Looking for, oh man, I just got a bunch of like little trumpet licks and stuff that some of this might be really cool for a track like this. Are we in a major or minor scale? That might be good. Oh, we're technically in a minor scale. It feels very major to me, but who am I to judge? Let's see. Yeah, I just got like a ton of new trumpet licks, some of which I think were really good. That's what I was thinking of, SLS. Yeah, so there was a lot in here. And let's just see what we got to work with. There might be something in here. With that repetition, might work well with... Oh man, we're definitely gonna come in with some big bass elements in this, but we haven't gotten there yet. I kind of like sometimes coming in with the bass last. I feel like that's very counterintuitive to a lot of people would think I'm crazy for doing that, but I don't know. I like to think I know what I'm doing here because I don't know. Sometimes I see the bigger picture after I've laid in the melodies, right? But I digress. We're probably going to play with that Veludo sample. This is kind of interesting, though. You know what? We got to just start playing with some of this just to see how things might be able to fit. So this was originally D flat minor, and we shifted it +2 to make it D. So this was D flat, we went to D, and then we went to F. F minor should be the sample. This is A major. Oh, maybe this isn't going to be the one. We were thinking of playing around with this one that was F minor. Doesn't quite fit. Let's play around with shifting this around a bit. Oh, no, wrong sample. Here we go. I stumble onto today. I am like so stoked on this track. I got a real problem, guys. I need to make more beats that are rhymable, that are good for like BeatStars, but I can't help myself just popping off on some jazzy shit. This is just way too cool. Gonna sound amazing through some tape processing when we get to the mixing. We really need to start kind of breaking this apart. So we can't start here. It needs to kind of build to this. Let's collect ourselves, start moving forward. This is like one of those tracks where it's just so good that if I allow myself, I'm just going to sit here and zone out and listen to it. And it's like, I don't know. I think that most of the time when people find themselves unable to finish their beats and move forward on their tracks, it's because they're sitting there and just enjoying their music too much. What a sin. But like, I don't know, if you kind of force yourself to just keep going. What's the next thing that we gotta do? Well, we gotta do intro. We gotta build to this. I want to hear how these two just solo sound together. Break it down into some other stuff in this. We got to figure out what we're filling this section with. Maybe a different solo of sorts. And I want it to go like solo section into an additional solo section. And then I want us to come back around to ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da. Man, and we might be echoing that motif over here as we solo on this part. Good God, man. Okay, we got to figure out. I still feel like this section needs some more bells and whistles. this note. We're driving home that B flat. We want these to be tight. We need one more of these. Okay, man, we are on to something good. I think I need to grab a little bit more coffee because we are in the midst of something pretty magnificent here. I need more focus juice. Let me real quickly save this. What are we on? Are we on song 1081 or have we already made song 1081? 1081. Nope. Cancel. 82. I can never keep track. I'll be right back, guys. I'm just going to grab a little bit of coffee while I do that. I hope you guys enjoy the title track to my new little EP here. It's called Dragonfly. Definitely check it out on platforms. I'll be 2 seconds. I'm just going to heat up a little bit of coffee, and we're going to be right back into that track. got some piping hot coffee here, and I'm ready to dive back into the track. Let's just get into it. All right. Oh man. Okay. Let's just hear this. I've had a moment to step away. I can kind of hear it back and envision where I might want to go with this. I'm thinking some ambience in this section. We dropped out the bass at this section. Oh man, I need like a flute solo here. And there's really like, I am kind of limited. I have been struggling to find really good flute material. There is one though that we used in an R&B beat the other day. Do I really want to drag that out, though? Because, like... But it might be sick here. I feel like this would just be such a better use of this flute solo than... I mean, that R&B beat is pretty sick, and it's gonna come out on BeatStars, but... Oh, yeah. Hit it right on the kick. Do we want maybe like some nature noises that might morph into applause? I'm kind of thinking. Let's start messing with it. Okay, we need... Okay, I'm thinking like we're going to do something like this. We're going to slowly fade these cheers in. And then I think that as we approach the riser, we're going to automate a reverb to really come up. And I would love to kind of like hit that impact, kind of leaving a big echo of applause kind of like in the background. This is one of the most narcissistic things that I do with my music production is I like, I'll put my own applause in my track. It's kind of great. I like it. Let's actually do this a little bit differently. So we want to give ourselves ample room here. We might automate this slightly differently, but... let's try, instead of doing this, let's try getting our utility plugin out. Utility. And nice curve upwards. Let's just try, first of all, with some pretty heavy reverb on this, and then we'll decide if we need to do any automation on the reverb itself. Probably like this stereo. Now, the question is, do we want to keep birds going throughout the track? Let's try. Oh shit, I see the computer's about to die. What's going on here? There we go. Holy shit, saved it. It was just barely not connected for some reason. There we go. Okay, now let's move forward. Shape that in. It's not like entirely how I want it yet. We need this to be a lot more dynamic. Where is that bend? I don't know why that's because I recorded it with that bend. Let me see if I can. Yeah, we need to just bring that down like that. Okay, and I'm kind of thinking like we will bring this out. I'm not sure how far, but I do know that I think we're gonna automate this such that it's it really is like subtle in how it enters. Utility. So we're doing like a little bit of mixing here today. We'll see. Probably put in like one of these guys. We might even, shorten it a little bit if we don't like that. So we are missing that bend. Might even kind of tighten this so that it starts to fade a little bit earlier. We'll need an idea for what we want in this section. And we'll kind of like have like a mini bridge section here. Bring them all the way around. Now, one thing that I kind of want to get away from is just, you know, copying and pasting this guy over here. I mean, we probably will need a lot of these elements, like these guys. Probably going to do something other than these guys. But, you know, really the idea, though, in the last hook is to really make it the most final big hurrah that you can, right? So, I think we need to kind of back out and get perspective on, like, where the energy of this track is and where are we heading with it. Let's hear it. Maybe like a muted trumpet would sound cool here. Or we could go saxophone. I am thinking like synth layers to kind of flesh out this little paused break here. Let's focus on some small details here. And then we can kind of get into the more meat and potatoes. So for this, we're going to pull out, let's pull out Analog Lab and kind of see what we got cooking here. Gosh, I just don't know. I feel like I saved so much stuff the other day, but I guess it doesn't carry to computer, from computer to computer. So, gonna have to extend these birds. It was kind of interesting though, hearing those birds fade out, and it kind of gives clarity there. We'll keep that in mind, but boy, we'll see. Okay. Just make sure that these mesh together nicely. That's seamless. Nice. Okay. Turn all of the volume down. I know that this is quite loud. Get this crash group up here. We'll say by like, holy shit, we are loud. We're gonna turn everything down by 6 decibels. 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. I think we had a muted trumpet somewhere in here. Maybe. See, what I want to avoid is something that sounds too similar to that trumpet. Although that's quite virtuosic, and I kind of want to just try it out. $95, half of 95 would be 47.5. Or wait, no, we want to go the other direction. Twice as much as 95 would be 190. Oops. We gotta pitch it right, though. Not quite there. Not sure that that's going to be the ticket. In fact, I kind of want to go digging around with saxophones for a little bit. Really just kind of find something really solid for this section so we can kind of have our second solo in here. I guess third if you count the hook. God, this is such a cool jazzy track. I love it. Man, it's been a little while since I've dug up some good saxophone stuff. Wow, it's a bit much. I think I may have used this one before. I need to get better at cleaning up my my samples. I got too many majors for once. I need to find a good minor. I've used an alt to this sax lick. Yeah, this is a different one. Okay, so, and we're definitely gonna have to pitch this, right? But we are going to say that this is... Can I extend it this way? No, it's not gonna let me. We're gonna have to unwarp and then warp. Say no. Say 180. Extend this out and see if we can pitch this right. all just to try it. Let's turn this down. It's a little bit too slowed down. Starting to sound more and more like a baritone. Yo, Emil, how you doing, man? And the goat is back. What's up? How you doing, man? Boy, you caught me in the middle of a crazy track, man. We're trying to figure out a good jazz solo for this. This is like our third jazz solo in this track. We're making something really complex today, dude. I'm having fun with it. Let's see if we can keep digging here for something good. We'll see. But yeah, he says, good, bro. How about you? I'm chilling, man. I know I've used this. I really need to clean out my samples, man. Or at least I used like a little bit of it. We need to at least try this. Way too fast. This is 90. But man, you see, we're in this weird spot where we're at 130 BPM on this track, and we are trying to make this work. But we're just at such a high BPM. It's the warping on a lot of these samples are kind of weird. Okay. Ooh, this might be it. I'm not super happy with all of this, but I am pretty happy with a lot of this. Oh man, I just remembered what I sampled this in, and I'm not sure if I want to sample this here. What's up, Mars? How you doing, man? You know, I'm getting too hyper-focused on this section. Let's bring it back a little bit. Listen, and just see if there's anything else that we can be working on while we contemplate what we want to fill this in with. But yeah, welcome on in. I see he says, hey, Mrs. Taff. Yeah, you know she's watching. Or she might be. I'm not sure. Yeah, we got all the homies. you consider showing how you sort your collection / sample library? I'm having trouble getting it to where I want it. Feels like I'm fighting against Ableton's way of sorting things. That's fair, man. Yeah, I don't mind elaborating on that a bit. So, like, here, I'll tell you what I did forever ago. Because a while ago, I found myself in the predicament where I was like, everything sucks with my file system. But I also didn't want to completely undo everything. Yeah, he's saying, damn, this section feels like The Way Up Part 1 by Metheny. Check that one out if you can. Oh, definitely. But yeah, basically, so like, I didn't want to totally tear apart my old file system, but I wanted to start from scratch. So what I did is I split it in two. I said basically like, okay, legacy library, sample library. I don't know if you guys can see this here. It's behind my screen. Let me see if I can just like move my camera out of the way for a second. Oh. Here, I'll just turn the camera off for a second. So yeah, I basically started a new folder and I just called my old folder legacy library. So I was like, cool, I'm starting from scratch. And then from here, I kind of separated everything into like the various permissions that I have things in. Clearance guaranteed, meaning like it's not royalty free, but I have permissions to it. Collabs. Yeah, that's pretty straightforward. You know, people that I'm collaborating with. Other, just miscellaneous. If there's like remixes, stuff that I'm doing, like goes in there. But the biggest one is royalty free. That's where I keep a lot of stuff. Now this, I still need to kind of flesh out. You can see I've got ambient sounds, drums, one-shots, sample packs. This is really where I have the bulk of it. And from here, I kind of separated it into all of the different vendors that I get sample packs from. The biggest probably being Splice. That's where I've been getting the majority of my samples from lately, although BandLab is a big one. I have hundreds and hundreds of gigabytes of stuff in there. Splice, though, is probably where I'm the most organized. So I plan to put all of this into one folder at some point. But basically, I have one folder called Unused Samples, and this is where I have a lot of stuff organized. I have piano, Rhodes keys. This is like where I'm getting most of my chords. I've got stuff that's more like vinyl samples, like samples full. I've got my sax, trumpet, trombone, and flute. This is what I'm digging in for like solos and stuff. Strings and guitar, I kind of want to separate into their own separate folders. I'll be doing that soon in the future. I've also got vocals. I've got miscellaneous. I've got drums. But basically, once I use a sample, I take it out of this folder and I put it in the month that I sampled it in. So this is so far what I've got in January. This was from last month, all of the samples that I ended up using. And the month before, boy, I sampled a lot there. You see. And that way, I kind of can keep track of what I've sampled and what I haven't. So I hope that kind of helps. I don't know. There's no right or wrong way to do it. But I will say, separating out the samples that you've used from the samples, you know, that you are kind of stowing away and pulling from is very beneficial. Very, very beneficial. That way you're not sifting through. Think about all the time that you spend sifting through samples only to go, yeah, I've heard that sample a million times. You know, it's kind of like cutting down on that. But yeah, I see, yeah, email was saying, I love your look and all, but you're sort of blocking the view. Yeah, sorry. But yeah, I see Mars saying, yeah, I made my own on a secondary drive. I separated my main library folder by type and by vendor. See, that's pretty smart. He says, yeah, my by type folder has one-shots, loops, MIDI folders. You see, that makes sense. I put all of my VST libraries in my vendor folder. Hell yeah. Yeah, so email is saying, yeah, so you work in your user library mostly? Yeah, pretty much. Did you change something in your collections, like the colors on the top? I really have not messed with these colors. I notice that whenever I use a folder a lot, and I'm surprised that my splice folder isn't this way yet, but you'll see Ableton starts automatically assigning colors, to collections. Maybe that's not automatic. Maybe that's something I do every once in a while by accident. I think that's what's happening there. I do need to start using collections probably more often. Where I think I could be using them better is in my drum kits. I could probably start color coordinating my drum kits and favoriting them by color, basically. But I think a lot of these colors that are assigned are just kind of by accident. I accidentally hit a key and I never go back and clean it up, right? I spend so many hours in Ableton that I just, mistakes happen. Anyways, let's dive back into the track. I want to hear this again. And then we're going to go back into our splice folder and try to find a solo. So yeah, I'm really happy with that trumpet. I'm really happy with this flute. I think we need another thing that's going to serve as some meat and potatoes here, though. Okay, let's start sifting through some of these. Meh. That's a little raunchy. Ooh, that's just like a nice lick. Yeah. It's a great beat. It has a D&B style to it. Yeah, it's definitely in that range. It's not quite as fast as most D&B, but it's like definitely in like breakbeat territory, you know? end up going -3. Actually, no, +9 might be the ticket. And I kind of want to like reverse this, honestly. What if we did something like this? Kind of odd, but... Reverse. This might sound weird, but here's a little trick that sometimes I use to get variations. Ooh, that could work. Ooh. What if we just played this in reverse? Oh man, this is actually working out nicely. Holy shit. Yeah, that's it. No, I totally, man. Okay, and let's kind of fuse these together a little bit. Not sure if there's actually much there. If there's any connecting notes that we can add in, though. We can just add in this guy. Yeah, that connects it beautifully. Let's see. And where are we going from here? We have our bridge section. Kind of thinking though, this might be the ticket for this section. There we go. Quarter note delay would be sweet on it. We'll see about it. Kind of don't want to overcrowd. And we're gonna need like, This is where we're gonna get a little bit off in our symmetry. Here we go. We should probably bring back in the bass here. Surfing. Yeah. saying we want a bunch of small details in here. Alright. Let's kind of hear this back, see where we're at. Make sure everything feels connected. Hell yeah, thank you. Hell yeah. I think this could use some synth ornamentation. Okay, yeah, let's get into it. Yeah, Emil says, save this for later. The Way Up, Pat Metheny Group, full album. Oh, hell yeah. Love your track so far. Sounds so nice. Thank you, man. Might have to check that out. I love stuff like this. There's really one artist that comes to my mind that does this, like, lots of syncopated break stuff with some really nice jazzy sophistication. His name is, he goes by Harrison. And I've got like one or two of his tracks on my playlist, Jazz and Chill Morning Hip Hop. That's my wife's playlist that she runs. It's just really good stuff. Yeah. Oh, man. Where are we going from here? We got to figure out cocktail bar. That sounds like... Does this give cocktail bars vibes? No. This is too honky-tonk weirdness. You know what we could kind of play with is maybe more subtle stuff, like we pull out augmented strings, and even just like this first preset creates great ethereal stuff. Just that layer. Just that layer. Just this guy, this note. It's just kind of a support layer. Ooh, and you know what? Let's pull out Decent Sampler. It's weird to layer piano on piano, but sometimes it works, especially if there's a nice kind of distinction between the two. There's this one preset in here called Reel to Reel Piano, and it's got this one range in here. not sure though. That's gonna get kind of buried in the mix. It's a little bit too warm. Oh, you know what? Maybe a guitar. The CS80's opening preset is the same way. Yeah, no, I got. Sometimes I mean, I hate to just, you know, hit the default, but dude, sometimes like they put one of their best presets as default always, right? So, hey Lowell, what's up, dude? Sorry, I didn't see you there. He says this is Clean G, just subbed up. Hell yeah, welcome on in, dude. Yeah, he says I'm feeling the vibes. I'm glad this channel popped up. I make beats myself, but it's very basic stuff. Hey, fair enough, man. You should see some of the stuff I was posting like 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Very, very basic stuff. Like we're talking very basic sample chops. It took me a long while to get to this point, but I guess the biggest thing I would say is like the more beats that you create, like the more you end up kind of challenging yourself, the more you start recognizing like, oh, this is my weak point. Like bridges are my weak point. So I'm going to make a point to make a bridge in every beat that I make. And then suddenly you get better at bridges, right? And it's like, it's something that doesn't happen overnight, but incrementally every single beat that you make, you start to make progress. And just for reference, I'm on song 1082. This is beat number 1082. So, it didn't happen overnight, but I love this kind of stuff, man. I absolutely love it. All right, we were gonna, maybe guitar is kind of what I was thinking. Let's get a vibe for... We could pull out, Contact. I like to use Contact 7 because I feel like Contact 8 is a little bit buggy. I don't know. Contact 7 is tried and true. I'm gonna pull out. There's this free guitar, Stratus 3.5 free is what it's called. And I like to use Modern Jazz. And we'll probably compress this a bit, but this is the kind of stuff that I'm thinking we're just gonna put like a teardrop note in there somewhere. I can barely hear it. So, I said we were gonna compress. We're gonna do two things at the same time. We're gonna compress and bring the volume up. Let's bring out the LA2A. It's like too loud right now, but let's get this sitting right. Yeah, let's see. Way too busy. Let's get a little bit more concrete, and also we can bring this back a little bit more. In fact, we might swap that LA2A for an 1176. We'll see. Okay, let's strip that down. Let's strip that down. We had some good notes in there. And I feel like, you know, sometimes the more sparse that you can be, the better, because that just kind of allows more room for more instruments to come in and trade off and ultimately create more nuance, right? Did we get that bend in there? What's going on there, buddy? Okay, that's weird. It did not record the first part of that bend. Yeah. I'm gonna make sure that that sticks down first. Let's get that really tight. Okay. And then we might just like... I want to get rid of these notes. I wish they'd put a whammy bar MIDI section on some of these guitar plugins. It kind of depends on the plugin. I mean, I guess what I'm doing here with my mod wheel with the pitch bend is more akin to like bending a string, right, than a whammy. Although if I did it in a chord, it would be kind of like a whammy. But I think there are some plugins that really do that. But I'm kind of limited on my guitar plugins, right? I make do. Let's get a reverb for this. See, and I think this LA2A just has this sitting way too much like warmth. We're going to use something a little bit sharper in terms of compression. I think the 1176 is going to be more like the vibe we're looking for. This guy. I like this guy. We can also, okay, we are kind of getting a little bit into mixing today. That's okay, though. Well, you know, sometimes when I'm doing a complicated track like this, I like to kind of mix as I go, just so that I'm in a, you know, good spot to continue layering on tracks. So we're going to clamp down on this first resonant to kind of shift some of the energy more into the highs. Yeah, you can always hear the strings coming in with a whammy. Okay, yeah, we don't need this second guy here. Yeah, you can always hear other strings coming in with a whammy. Yeah. I don't know, and that's where it's like, you probably just need like a really nice library. We might try this with a different guitar. Here, let's try something. We're going to duplicate this. Mute that. Take off that guy. There's this other guitar that I sometimes use that might be a little bit less mid-range. This is just, you know, it's just like a little bit too like warm. I kind of want it to be a little bit more sharp. Oh, it's not loading for some reason. Let me try reloading this plugin. Yeah, the splice plugin, sometimes it has troubles. There we go. Okay, and electric guitars, and if we go to 80s lead, here we go. Let's see what this sounds like. Oh, this guy. Take off that reverb. I'm kind of torn between these two guitars. I feel like stylistically the jazz guitar is a little bit more suited for this track. Yeah, let's just live with that. Let it be subtle. We can allow for these guys to be a little bit quieter. Okay, and then we got to get moving on to the next section. We've spent all stream on this track, but it's so cool, man. In that second half, we need to start bringing back in this vibraphone. Ooh. Drop out the bass there. Other kind of instruments do we want to bring in maybe to try to make this feel like the most ultimate hook, right? Trying to double down on a good thing. I'm just gonna start sifting through more like synth presets maybe, or really anything. Let's just play with stuff. those notes. I'm still kind of looking for more stuff for this last section. I mean, man, it's been a while since I've spent like 3 hours on one beat on stream anyways. I do this a lot off stream where I'll sit down for like 7 hours and just go fucking crazy. But I feel like on stream I'm trying to like usually hit a lot of like rappable beats, which by nature is a lot less layers and jazz focused than this. Sometimes I'm pretty jazz focused in my rap beats though. I'll start playing around with some of these synths that I like never pull out. Interesting stuff in here. Ooh, this could be a good layer. Mars is like, yeah, I'm the same. It's sometimes fun to just sit there focus for like, I don't know. I really get into it, man. I sit down and I get in my zone, in my flow state, and I just like, I can't tear myself away from the beat. Pull this out, and then we're gonna really automate how this comes in. It's gonna be a lot quieter, first of all. And we're gonna like use our utility to crescendo it and decrescendo it. Let's see. So we're going to say like from here to here. It will back that out a little bit. Mars is like, I don't know if I could do it streaming. It's fun, man. I will say streaming in front of people while you're making music is a little bit daunting, but it's like a skill like any other. I think the biggest thing that you got to get used to is just like not letting the audience get you off track. One thing that drives me crazy is when people backseat produce. They're like, do this, do this, do this. And they're throwing like weird things at you. Like, I don't know. I just remember one time I burst out laughing because I had this guy in the stream, like I was like making this nice lo-fi beat, and he was like, it'd be cool if this switched into D&B music. And I'm like, no, we're not making D&B music with this gentle lo-fi track. You know, it's like, I don't know. That's where it's like, it can be a little bit, you know, stressful, right? You got a lot of people just throwing ideas at you, not all of which are good. Some of which are good. And then that's where you also have to kind of distinguish the good ones from the bad ones. In general, though, I tried to not let chat infiltrate my mind, right? I just stay on what I am going to do and kind of put everything outside, you know? That's the hard part. But aside from that, I actually think there's great benefit to streaming your studio sessions because, I would say there's a lot less dawdling, right? You're not going to sit there and zone out at your DAW for an hour straight when you have people in front of you, right? You're going to be a lot more streamlined with your focus because there's a task at hand that you are performing in front of an audience, which is really cool, I think it's helped me with my workflow, to be honest, but, I think we need more like bends. Maybe we come back in with, we had, what was it? Was it this guy? That was, Beautiful Swell. I like this guy. We are going to, though, bring this back up somewhere over here. Oops. Bring this back up to a normal volume. There we go. And play around with some string swells. Man, I don't know what's been going on. It hasn't been capturing a lot of the No, don't give me gain. I want where's my pitch shift automation? MIDI control, pitch bend. There we go. Okay, much better. Thank you, Mars. Yes, hit the like button, folks. If you are enjoying this stream. If you are hating this stream, drop a dislike. It's all engagement to me. Okay, and then we gotta start focusing on how we're gonna outro this. And I think we just fade on this. We go, oops. Dope. We just do this. Oh, man. Okay, let's bring it back. Let's hear this. Let's see what we got here. See if we like it. I don't know. No, I think I really had fun with this one. God damn, guys, I think we got a beat here. Let's save it. Oh, man. Thank you guys so much for hanging out for this sick-ass stream. I want to remind you guys, I have an EP that just dropped. It just dropped yesterday. It's called Dragonfly. If you liked this track, I think you'll probably like this. This is a little bit more synth-heavy, but definitely kind of in the same sort of spirit of what we just made. It's called Dragonfly. In fact, I'll play the title track. Let's just listen to the title track real quick. Because why not? While I outro stream, we'll hear Dragonfly. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. If you guys need beats, hit me up. TapDaddyBeats.beatstars.com. I do have over 500 beats available for you guys to do whatever you want for your music projects. I also mix. I'm a mix engineer. Hit me up if you need me to work on your music. I'd be happy to. Just shoot me an email. I've got my email listed below. And definitely go check out some TapDaddy on platforms, you know? I am TapDaddy on all platforms. You guys can find me anywhere. But yeah, Dragonfly just dropped. I also have another EP coming out in like 12 and a half days. So it's going to be an interesting project as well. This one's a little bit off the beaten path. I think you guys will like it. You can hear the 2 singles that I have out for it right now. But anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out. My name is TapDaddy, and until next time, happy producing. I will see you guys later. Peace out.